So I made over $1 million in sales because of YouTube, and I have built a very successful business that actually helped my students become successful themselves. I can attribute this success towards a couple of habits that I have been doing for the past couple of years, and I want to share them with you. Let's talk about the actual habits that helped me make some money on YouTube, okay? The first habit is that I have obsessed over execution over being perfect. So I do not have like a fancy camera. Right now I'm using my iPhone 15 Pro, okay? And I'm using the front facing camera, not even the best camera that this phone has. And I don't care about having the perfect setup with the perfect lens, with the perfect camera. I don't even have a mic. This is the microphone that my phone has. I don't care about being perfect and whatnot. I care about getting shit out there and trying shit out. You can look at the videos that are on this channel. They're not perfect at all, because I prefer to try shit out and see how that goes rather than trying to get all the gear to be perfect and all this bullshit. Because at the end of the day, trying to get the best gear, and I do have the best gear, I don't use it. Having the best gear or trying to save money for the best gear at the end of the day is procrastination. So if you are in a situation where maybe you have a YouTube channel, maybe you have an Instagram page, you want to sell a course or a program and whatnot, you don't have to wait for the perfect moment to do it, okay? Most of the times when I work with one of my clients, and the clients that I usually work with have 10, 20, some of them they have like 100 something thousand subscribers on YouTube. When we launch a product, the product is not even done. The product, or if they have something, is not perfect, and I have to tell them that, hey, it's okay, you can build it later. Once you have more customers, you can get feedback and you can improve it. I have created my own program. I was teaching programming. I still am, actually, because that business is still running. But when I first started that program, I was doing one-on-ones. Then I started putting some content together, answering the most common questions. And then after 3 years of doing that, then I've built my first version of the program, and then have created the second version. And now I'm just updating it from time to time, but it wasn't perfect, right? If you want to launch a product online, fuck being perfect, just start executing. This was one of the best habits that I have cultivated over the years, okay? Whenever I was opening a tutorial, because back in the day I used to make music, I used to open a tutorial and they were teaching me how to make a beat and whatever. I wasn't even finishing the tutorial, I was just learning the basic idea, and then I started executing. The faster you execute, the faster you get that feedback loop, and the faster you can improve. The next habit that I have been cultivating was to put myself out there even when things weren't going that great. So I'll be honest with you, things weren't pink all the time. One of the hardest phases in my entrepreneurial journey was in 2023, at the end of 2023. We were growing rapidly, like from $20,000 per month to 30 to 40 to 50 to 55, right? We were growing faster and faster and faster. And then YouTube decided to stop promoting one of my videos. And this video was carrying my entire channel and I wasn't even aware of it. And I was really happy because even though leads kind of started drying up, it wasn't really going that great. I was happy because I kept making videos. Back, this happened 2 years before, so in 2021, I literally quit like a bitch. I stopped posting content. So if I wasn't getting the views, I stopped posting content. So the lesson that I want to teach you, or the habit that I have developed, was to keep showing up, to keep taking care of the inputs, regardless of what is happening with the outputs. This is very important because you need to understand that there is a thing such as the delay between the action that you take versus the result that you'll be getting. I know that this YouTube channel is small. There are like 70 subscribers at the moment. And I know that there is going to be a delay between the time when I'm posting this video versus when I'm going to get a bunch of clients that are looking to scale their business, or they are looking to start their business with my help. So I know that I have to post this video now, and because of this video, in maybe 2 months, 3 months, 6 months from now, I will be getting clients from it. I understand this because I have done it multiple times. So what I'm gonna ask you to do is to understand that if you are doing certain tasks that some people recommended to you, like posting content, like creating that program, you need to understand that at some point, if you keep doing this, you'll get a reward. So success is guaranteed, speed is not. I think you should double down on this habit, okay? Now, the third habit that I have developed is brutal honesty. Being in this online space, you get to interact with different people, okay? And from some people, you'll buy stuff like coaching programs. Some people will be helping you out, so you'll be hiring agencies. And all these people will tell you what you want to hear, right? What you need to do is to always look in the mirror and really ask yourself, is this person bullshitting me? Am I bullshitting myself in believing this? Because if you're not asking yourself this question, you'll end up in positions where you'll lose a lot of money, you'll be losing a lot of time, and you'll pay the cost of opportunity. To give you an example of this, the reason why I'm starting a new business, or I have started already a new business, is because no matter what I was trying in my first business, Developer Pro, it wasn't working, right? It wasn't working to the level that I wanted. So even though I was making 50,000 per month, I wanted to get to 250, 500,000. That was my goal. And an invisible hand always pulled me back. What pulled me back was the fact that I wasn't enjoying what I was doing. I realized like I'm not passionate about this, okay? I'm not passionate about coding. I'm passionate about helping people, but I'm not passionate about coding. So it felt like every single thing that I was trying wasn't getting me anywhere. I was losing money all the time. I was making money, but I was also losing money because I was trying different things, but I was always trying them with one foot in, one foot out. So the thing wasn't really working to the extent that it should have worked. And I had to sit down with myself. I think at the beginning of this year, went to Thailand for a month because I burned out and I was like extremely bitter about everything. I was like really hating everything. And I said, fuck it, I need to take a month off to rethink what I'm about to do. When I was in Thailand for New Year's Eve, I said, you know what, let me just take some mushrooms. So I bought one of those chocolates that had the mushroom inside, the hallucinogenic, and started thinking, introspecting, what am I doing with my life, because I'm 30 now, I don't want to waste my time doing something that I don't enjoy. I want to enjoy what I'm doing. The thing that I'm doing has some fucking purpose. And I realized like, hey, this coding thing isn't working because I don't like it. So I cannot do stuff that I don't like. And that's how I came up with the idea of helping creators monetize their audience, because it really clicked for me. Right? I like helping people. I like helping people make money. Okay. The thing that I like the most is that these creators that have a big audience, they are helping their audience. So I was like, oh shit, I can help these guys make money, and in the process they're helping their audience make even more money. Like everything just clicked, and that happened because I was brutally honest with myself. I really sat down with myself and I said, you know what, fuck it, you need to go all in into this thing. And then things started to move on. They're working out pretty well, but that's because I didn't lie to myself. Not easy to say, so looking back, it's not an easy thing to do. Like being brutally honest with yourself. Like look at your life. Are you happy with it? I'm not 100% happy with my life. I keep improving it. I don't want to be like, oh yeah, everything is fine. No, it's not. It's still a fucking grind, because that's how life is. Now, the fourth habit that I have developed is systematizing and delegating. So I'm really fortunate. I have this ability, I believe, to a certain extent, I guess, to be able to let go of things. This wasn't the case in the beginning, actually. When I first started my business, I was trying to do everything, and I was horrible at following SOPs and everything, and I didn't want to pay people to do stuff for me because money was tight, right? I was making, I don't know, $10,000 per month at that time. But then I realized, after I hired the video editor, I realized like, hey shit, like delegating stuff from my business is actually like the best thing that I can do. Delegating sales to a salesperson, wow, that's amazing. You know what I mean? I started creating systems inside the business, and again, I've created them specifically for my business. If I would have to look at your business, I would have to create different types of systems. Okay, so they're not always plug and play like the gurus are making it or making them seem. I actually made my own software, my own CRMs, because I'm a developer, so I have that ability. But anyway, the point that I'm trying to make is that I manage to look at things and break them down into systems. I was actually speaking with my business partner who is helping a client, who is helping too much the client. And I was like, why don't you work right now into developing a system that we can reuse for all the other clients? Why are you spending so much time doing this? And then he realized, oh shit, that's it. Because if you spend a lot of time creating a system, that system will give you a lot of leverage in the future. So you always have to look at your work and think about, how can you create a system here that you can replicate and delegate? Because if you do that, then you actually have a business, and then you can work on the business, not in the business. I look at things, I move them, the VA to do this, that, move things around, I manage things around, and then I have my day off to think about other stuff that is more important than doing boring shit, right? I hope this makes sense. And the fifth habit that I have developed is using frustration as a tool. So I know that there are gurus out there that are saying you should manifest and you shouldn't want things too much because they will get away from you, and all this woo woo. And for some people that shit might work. I've tried. I paid a guy $2,000 to be hypnotized by him. I paid another guy $500 to be hypnotized by him. I paid $2,000 for a mindset course with a coach. I've been to psychologist. I've done all this shit, right? Because I wanted to discover if this stuff will actually help me, right? Like letting go and feeling more free and all this stuff. And it did help maybe 1%. But you know what really helped me a lot? Like being fucking scared, okay? Being scared of losing things, of losing the things that I have built, of going back to square one. I know I can start again from square one, but hell no, I don't want to go back to square one. It's so difficult to start from square one. So I have that frustration, or when things don't work out, you make a video and it doesn't pop. You do this and it doesn't work out. You keep trying. That frustration really helped me. And I probably developed this habit of always creating frustration for myself just to keep myself busy, because I had a moment in my life where things were going too well, literally too well. I was bored with life. It sounds crazy, but I lost the meaning. I was trying to find the meaning of life because everything was going too well. You know, I was about to become a fucking monk. So frustration really helped me fuel my business journey, okay? It doesn't have to be something nice. You know, I was frustrated because I didn't have the dream car, the one that I have right now. And I still want a Ferrari, I still don't want a McLaren, and I'm not as frustrated to get those anymore. Maybe because I got a bit older, but I still want things. Those things that I want, they are frustrating me because I don't have them. So those things are making me want to work, okay? So I hope this video helps. It's a bit of a longer one, and I'm sorry I didn't tell you about meditating and waking up at fucking 4 a.m. Unfortunately, that's not gonna change your fucking life, but these habits that I share with you, they are very likely to change your life. So yeah, if you are an influencer and if you have a decent following and you wanna monetize it and you need my help to do so, I work on a percentage basis. So me and you, we partner together to help you monetize your audience ethically. If you're interested in that, there is a link in the description of this video, and apply to work with me. Cheers, peace out.